In this week's video, we take a look at Rushden in Northamptonshire and have a look at the Transport Museum and also at the two signal boxes on site, as well as some of the stock that's on site and the plans for the future for the railway. So without further ado, over to the railway.
Partly commissioned, we just use it for the points.
Yes.
And everybody's flagged. We've got various block instruments up there in various stages, but none of that is just for show.
Yes.
Basically. But so the top half of this box came from East Langton. All the mechanical bits underneath, I stripped out Signalbox in Stoke-on-Trent at Longport.
Yes.
When Longport Junction was decommissioned, and worked through the night to strip all that out, and we've adapted it to work all of this. It is track circuited. We've started to track circuit things, and there is a certain amount of interlocking already been done, but it's very limited at the moment. As I say, we just haven't got the numbers to continue with it.
It's all right. I've got to go move my car.
Pretty much it. The other signal box came from, I believe, from near Croft on the Leicester to Colville line, it's somewhere up there.
Yep.
We are going to be driving the train.
But that was a training box. That was actually at Leicester as the training.
Oh, in the training school.
Training box, yeah.
Yes.
So when that was done away with, we had that. It's got a frame in it at the moment. The frame that's in it came out of a part of the frame out of stock Stafford number 4.
Yes.
But it doesn't work anything at the moment. It's going to work. Those crossing gates. It's more a bit of show than anything.
Yes.
But it's quite interesting. I mean, these features, if you don't have a railway, don't have a signal box and signals on the railway, they don't look like a railway, do they?
It's something to bring the public in as well.
Well, that's right, yeah.
So on your normal opening days, do you have someone in here or let people up?
Well, no, we show people around, yes, the same as you have asked, yeah. Normally it's kept locked.
So the length of the line's about just under a mile?
Oh, it's only about half a mile, really.
Half a mile?
Yeah, it's only about a mile round trip.
Do you work with staff?
We have a token, yeah.
Yes.
We work with token, yeah. It's basically just one engine in steam, really. We have in the past, we've run Class 31 with the Mark II stock, just push and pull.
Yep.
At times in between that, we've also done open wagon rides. We've got a tube wagon and brake van down there with seating in it, just to make it a bit more interesting.
Yeah.
We will be reintroducing as well. Just going through restoration at the moment.
It's quite nice, that.
Eventually, we will be running the 31 with these Mark 1s. This Mark 1 TSO, also that ex-Clacton Mark 1, which will, of course, it's got a driving end on it, and that will be the motorman's cab. So we should run the 31 with that on that. So that'll give us something else to use. WD shunter, the gearbox is very close to being repaired now, so we should use that WD shunter with the tube wagon and brake van for rides.
That'd be nice.
It's whatever else we can think of doing.
I'm going to say, any future plans for extensions?
Yes, we could probably get about another 600-700 yards.
Yeah.
So we don't know, just fullness of time. We've got plenty to do down here.
Oh, yes.
Because also we've got all the good shed and everything.
I was going to say, it's just over this side of the road, yes.
Loads going on over there. Tell you a bit about the Pacer. We were about one of the first societies to get a Pacer when they were decommissioned. We bought 2 from Worksop. Then we had COVID, didn't we?
Yes.
So I spent the COVID period, we completely stripped that one out. I got tables out of redundant HSCs, and that's how we formatted that with tables of 4, which works unbelievably well. for themed events, you know, Halloween, Christmas, and teddy bears and whatnot. Because the young kids, the fact the short length of line just doesn't affect them.
Yeah.
They're only young kids. They play. They don't look out the windows anyway. Just play with each other. And of course, we entertain them on the trains. So,
Brilliant.
all in all, it works. Small, big site, but very short line.
Yeah. As was mentioned there by Dave, there are plans to get the signalling fully commissioned, and as part of that, the head shunt end of the station has been added to the diagram, even though it's not actually there in reality at present. The railway does need help and assistance with volunteers on this, so if you can help, please do look at the link in the comments at the end and offer your services if you can. Anyway, moving on, let's look at the next section, the Transport Museum, and also the museum on the main station building, which we'll start with next. The Transport Museum is housed upon the main old station building at Rushden itself. It houses both railway, road and other artefacts from the local area and has a fantastic collection of old road signs. Remember the ones with the cat's eyes that used to be on everything? They also have a lot of signalling ephemera in there, and this video just covers some of the stuff that's in there and on the walls. In the museum is this clock, which was gifted to a signalman upon a long service retirement from British Railways. I particularly like this. It had some of his memories wrote up on the board as well. So it's quite a nice little artefact to look at, something you don't usually see. Finally, we're off to the warehouse across the other side of the road. This was once rail connected. In fact, the road outside the station forms part of the old track bed. And here Richard the chairman is going to tell us a little bit about the railway and its future plans, plus what they're doing at the moment as regards the main warehouse and the display and exhibits.
Of course, the Northamptonshire County Council, they took over all the old railway sites, and so they use this as a depot for, well, you name it, even tarmac, salt up the yard and everything. And so we bought it, I suppose, just before COVID, about 2018. It only took 3 years.
That's cool.
Crazy. 3 years to buy it. And so, but of course, we spent a lot of money on it, but we got a lot of grants for it, which is needed, So we put a little bar in the corner, then put another one in, but it didn't work. So we just revamped this completely and made it basically a bottle bar. It's no good. We've got a real old bar over the road, and there's no good having that here because you don't empty the barrels. But over the road it's different. I don't know if I'll take you.
I'd had a nipped into that.
I've had a look at it. Well, you know all about that. So we've got, obviously what we try and do now is to hire it out. We have our own events here, like model railway exhibition and the markets that people put on in here, and people hire it for wedding receptions.
Yeah.
So and we've kept it as an old goods shed, rather than paint the walls and paint the beams and everything. But we've got no heating.
Yes.
And we were unsuccessful with the Heritage Lottery bid, which is a great shame, but I spent bloody weeks on it. But we decided we've got to go ahead with it, and we shall fund it one way or the other. these are some of the bits of vehicle that we've got, but we've not got people to restore these vehicles.
Yes.
It's and this is a local milk float, which is actually now it's sort of solar powered. It's got a very small battery pack just to drive it around a bit. But the car park, we've got the car park as well.
It's a big car park.
We actually got, after COVID, they brought out innovation and recovery grants. I think they're a national thing. Came down through the local council, well, the area, the bigger council. And we were successful on that, and we got a grant for the car park, which was great. We did it instantly. But the toilets needed drawings, planning applications. Cost of materials went through the roof. So we were short, but I got a local building company. They supplied all the materials, but we've had to supply the labour. So instead of it being finished in 6 weeks, it's taken us 2 years.
Yeah.
But tonight we're opening them.
Grand opening.
I've got the leader of the Northamptonshire is the big council. Sorry, the chairman coming. I've got the new mayor of Rushden coming, and they're all people I know well.
Yeah.
And it's all publicity.
Good publicity for the railway.
Yeah, so we've got this members' evening tonight, which is a bit of nothing, really, but I'm hoping to get some volunteers out of it.
Yes.
So and we'll just see how it works,
Lastly, we take a very quick look inside one of the railway's converted pacers. They've recently converted this to standard 4x4 seating for families and obviously for events. It's much better than the densely packed 2x2 seats, and they've made quite a good job of it. Table space at every single seat as well. That's Dave giving one of the driver experience days, quite cheap at £15, a go for their money. It's on the short track, but at the end of the day, it does exactly what the railway needs.